Yes, so we have seen how we can use for loop. Okay, so what is for and what is while? So these two are looping statements. When we use while statement, we can give here conditional expression like this. Okay, while c less than equal to x, and then indentation part is very important here. So we have to take all the statements inside while like this using indentation. Okay, so that interpreter can get understand which is the beginning of while and which is the end of while. Okay, so this is the syntax of while, then relational expression and the number of statements those you want to execute. Okay, so this is the syntax of while. Okay, so we can use if within while, for within while, or while within for. So you can do combination of all these conditional statements as well as looping statements. So this is the syntax of while. Then we have seen what is the syntax of for. Okay, so for just we used here range function to find out numerical functions, and if we have to use string, then we can directly assign string to the function like this. Okay, if we want to assign single string, we can assign. If we want to assign group of strings, we can assign like this. And if we want to perform numerical operations, then we can use range function here. Without range, we can do number of programs, but we have done all the programs related to range. Okay, so in the next week or in the next week after completion of syllabus, we can perform another programs in which we can see how we can use for statement for different programs. So this is the part of while and for. So we are going ahead. We will see next part of our syllabus. So we will see this one. Is the presentation. Okay. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ सिलेबस. आता आपण काय केलेलं आहे, प्रोग्राम्स जे आहेत व्हाईल आणि फॉरचे थोडेसे बाजूला ठेवलेत. जेव्हा ऑफलाईन कॉलेज सुरू होईल त्यावेळेला आपण ते बघूया. आत्ता थोडासा नेक्स्ट पार्ट घेऊया सिलेबसचा, आणि पूर्ण सिलेबस एकदा कवर झालं की मग नंबर ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स आपण घेऊ, सो दॅट यू कॅन डेव्हलप युअर प्रोग्रामिंग स्किल्स. ओके, so this is the part in your syllabus. Look here, Python numeric methods and functions. Okay, so methods and functions. Methods is the different part and function is the different part. So some built-in functions are there. Built-in means what? Those are executed by Python interpreter itself. म्हणजे काय होतंय की काही फंक्शन ज्या वेळेला आपण एक्झिक्यूट करतो त्यावेळेला त्याला मेथड्स मॉड्यूल्स रिक्वायर्ड असतात, आणि काही फंक्शन्स हे बिल्ट इन असतात. तुम्ही बघितलेला असेल, हा शब्द ऐकलेला असेल, एम्बेडेड सिस्टीम. एम्बेडेड सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय की हार्डवेअरवर काही प्रोग्राम्स हे राईट केलेले असतात, अँड दॅट प्रोग्राम इट विल एक्झिक्यूट ॲटोमॅटिकली. ओके, विदाउट युजिंग एनी other function or without using any other module. They can execute its own. ओके, त्यांचं ते एक्झिक्यूट होतात. त्याला कुठलं सपोर्टिंग लायब्ररी फाईल लागत नाही किंवा सपोर्टिंग डॉक्युमेंट लागत नाही. त्या फंक्शनला एम्बेडेड सिस्टीम फंक्शन्स म्हणतात. तसं ईच अँड एव्हरी प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज इट हॅज बिल्ट इन फंक्शन्स. तसं पायथॉनमध्ये पण काही फंक्शन्स आहेत की त्याला दुसऱ्या लायब्ररी फाईल्स लागत नाहीत. दे कॅन एक्झिक्यूट देअर ओन. ओके, आणि काही फंक्शन्स अशी आहेत, वी कॅन कॉल इट ॲज मेथड्स. ती मेथड्स अशा आहेत की ज्यांना काही पायथॉनच्या लायब्ररी फाईल्स लागतात आणि बाय युजिंग दॅट लायब्ररी फाईल्स we can perform that methods, we can execute that methods. Okay, so first part, what is function and what is method? So functions, they are called as built-in functions. Why they are called as built-in function? Because Python interpreter executes that function their own. Okay, any extra library file is not needed for that particular function, but when we use methods it will require one library file. We have to invoke that library file first and then only we can execute the method. So we will see what type of functions are there and what type of methods are there. Screen दिसते सगळ्यांना? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, okay. So next part. Look here, this is the first function. Okay, we call it as function because it is the built-in function. It is executed by Python interpreter itself. Okay, so look here, this is the first function, ABS, absolute. Okay, this is the function we have. When we use function or when we use method, we have to write some parameters. Okay, look here, what is the syntax of this one? When we write here ABS, some parameters are there. Okay, so we have to use here this opening and closing round bracket. Okay, so this is included in syntax. Look here, so whenever you write syntax of these functions or methods, you should write here a group of parentheses. Okay, because we are going to give some parameters to that particular function. So this is the first function and it is built-in function. Why it is called as built-in? Because Python interpreter executes the function itself. Okay, it won't require any library file. So this is the function. ABS function, that is the absolute function. It returns the absolute value of the specified number. Okay, so what it returns? It returns absolute value. Absolute value of which number? The number which is supplied as the parameter to that particular function. Okay, so look here, what is the syntax of this one? The syntax is ABSN. Okay, n is the integer number, integer or float number. Okay, look here, syntax ABS, and we have to enter only one parameter. Only one parameter is there, that's why we can use here only one parameter. What is n? Look here, what is the meaning of parameter here? It required a number. Okay, it required a number. We can write here integer number, we can write here float number, we can write here negative number, we can write here complex number. So you can enter here any type of number. Okay, so what it does here? What is the output? It gives you absolute value of number. Okay, it requires only one parameter, and what is that parameter? It may be any type of number. Okay, so look here, this is the example. So it returns the absolute value of a number. So x is equal to ABS minus 7.25. So we are giving here minus number as an input. So when we execute this one, print x, what it gives here? 7.25. So it returns magnitude of that number. Means if we enter ABS minus 5, so what will be the answer of this one? S. If we enter ABS minus 5, it returns 5. Okay, so magnitude of minus 5 is 5. 5 means the number without any sign. Okay, so this is the first example. When we use this one, it gives you 7.25. So when we use this one with the help of complex number, look here, this is the complex number. X is equal to ABS 3 plus 5j. So when we give this parameter to absolute, what it returns here? It will return actual absolute value of this complex number. Okay, so this is the output. Okay, so what is absolute? S, A, B, S. This is the function. This is the built-in function. It won't require any library file. What is the syntax here? ABSN. N is the parameter. Which type of parameter? Any number. We can enter here positive number, negative number or complex number. When we write this one, x is equal to ABS minus 7.25, it gives you 7.25. And when we enter here complex number, it will give you like this. Okay, so this is the absolute. So we will see how we can execute this one. Look here. So this is the Python prompt. Okay, look here, we are doing this on Python prompt. Okay, so when we write this one, b is equal to, or we can write directly here print my absolute of minus 5. Look here, what it gives you? 5. Okay, it gives you 5. Look here, this is the print absolute value. Then next one, when we are using positive number, what it returns? Print 10. Print absolute value of 10. So what it gives here? Again 10. Okay, magnitude of 10 is 10. Magnitude of minus 5 is 5. So here we use ABS statement, absolute value function within the print itself. We can assign this to any other variable like this. X is equal to absolute of minus 18. Okay, we can assign this to any temporary variable, and when we print that value, print X. Okay, what it gives here? Look here. What is the parameter here? Minus 18. Absolute of minus 18. This is assigned to variable X, and then we have printed value of X, print X. So it gives you 18. Okay. So this is the first function. Got it? How absolute executes? S. All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next function, look here, this is the absolute. We are going to next one. Next function is max function. Again, this is the built-in function. Okay, what it returns? It will return S. It will return maximum of that parameters. So it will return the item with the highest value, or the item with the highest value in any iterable. So we can write here strings also, we can write here numericals also. What is the syntax of this one? Look here. Syntax max, then these are the parameters n1, n2, n3. We can enter here number of parameters. That's why we used here n1, n2, n3. Okay. Or another syntax is there, max within bracket iterables, means we can write here strings also. Okay, look here, n1, n2, n3, one or more items to compare, iterables, an iterable with one or more items to compare. So we can write here numericals as the parameter, and we can write here strings as the parameter. So max function find out maximum between the given parameter. So let us see example of this one, how we can write max function. So look here, this is the example. X is equal to max 5, 10. So print X. When we execute this one, it returns the maximum value. So what is the maximum value within these two parameters? 10. So it gives you 10. Okay. So here we are using numerical parameters. Then for the string parameter, we can write like this. Look here, this is another example. X is equal to max. What are the strings here? What are the words here? The first word Mike, John and Vicky. So when we used it with strings, what it gives? It gives you vk, okay, because v is present at the uppermost side. Okay, so we can start it from in any alphabetical order from A to Z. So V is the largest one, so it gives you output like this one, Vk. Okay, so max we can use with numerical parameters, max we can use with string parameters. Okay, so we will see how it executes. Look here. So when we used it with Python, so look here, so we can take same example here. We have x is equal to, okay, and then print x. Next, so what it gives here? Look here, it gives you value 5. We can change this one, 5, 10, 15, 2, -1, 0, 45. So we are given number of parameters here, and then print x.
मॅम तुझं मी नेमा वाले
Oh,
मॅथ झालं
जागे आहात? ओके, एकट्यालाच समजलं का? So max, and then print x. So what it gives here? Look here, it gives you number 45. Okay, so 45 is the largest number in between these parameters, that's why it gives you 45. Okay, so got it? How we can find out maximum number is, how we can find out maximum number is, all of you लक्षात आलं? Okay, so this is the maximum number. Okay, then next part is minimum function. So when we use this one, same syntax is there. Min, again we are giving here parenthesis, so we can use parameters with the help of this parenthesis. As the min, it returns the item with the lowest value or the item with the lowest value in an iterable. Okay, so if the values are strings and alphabetically comparison is done. So what is the syntax of min? Look here, min n1, n2, n3. So we can enter here number of parameters like maximum and iterables. So we can write here any type of numbers, any type of strings. So we will see example of this one. Next part, look here, x is equal to min 5, 10. So print x, it will return 5. And when we use character, when we use words, yes, look here, these are the words. So what it returns here? John. Okay, because J becomes first, M becomes letter, V becomes the lettermost. So it gives you John. Here we are using 4 parameters. Look here, another example is there. What we do in this example? A is equal to 1539. Okay, 4 numbers are there, and we stored the minimum from A to the variable x. We are using here temporary variable again. X is equal to minimum of A and print x. So what it prints here? 1, because 1 is the minimum value between all these 4 numbers. So these are the examples of minimum. So let us see how it can executes. Look here, same thing is there. So we can write here min instead of s. Example is there, min, and we can write here min of this. So what are the parameters here? Min 5, 10, 15, 2, -1, 0, 45. Print x, it will return -1. Okay, so this is the example. We will see how it executes for a single character. Look here. So we are using capital A, capital B, then small c. Look here. then capital D, okay, and then parenthesis. So again one more character we are taking here, Z. So look here, this is the combination of capital letters and small letters, okay. What is the error here? S, anybody from you? What is the error?
पॅरेंथेसिस चुकला आहे.
हां, कुठं चुकलंय?
लास्ट वाला
लास्ट वाला काय आहे?
फर्स्ट वाला करले आहे, लास्ट वाला राऊंड टाकला.
येस, करेक्ट. फर्स्ट वाला कर्ली झालाय आणि लास्ट वाला राऊंड पॅरांथेसिस झालाय. सो प्रिंट एक्स. एस काय चुकलंय?
मिनिमम काय मॅक्सिमम आपण लिहिलेलं.
करेक्ट. सो मिनिमम का मॅक्सिमम आपण लिहिलेलं नाही आहे ह्याच्यामध्ये, दॅट्स वाय इट डोंट गिव्ह एनी आन्सर. सो दिस इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ एक्स. देन we can find minimum between this, okay. So print minimum within x. Look here what it gives, because we are using both combinations. Minimum between x. Look here what it gives is मिनिमम बिटवीन एक्स. काय देते सांगा? काय आउटपुट आलं? ए, कॅपिटल ए, ओके. लुक हियर, what is the input? Capital A, capital B, small c, capital D, capital Z. So when we use this one, it gives you capital A, and we will see when we find maximum between this what it gives. Look here, maximum of x, S small c. So all capital letters are present first, okay, and then all small letters are present. So all capital letters are having less ASCII value, all small letters are having greater ASCII value. That's why it gives you capital A first and then it gives you small c, okay. So first capital A to Z and then small a to z. That's why when we find maximum and minimum between combination of capital and small letters, always it gives you minimum as the capital letters and maximum as the small letters. Okay, got it? Yes, लक्षात आलं? हां, ASCII व्हॅल्यू ज्या स्टोअर होतात, तुम्ही बघितलं असेल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्समध्ये वगैरे, तर पहिल्यांदा कॅपिटल ए टू झेडच्या स्टोअर होतात आणि त्याच्यानंतर स्मॉल ए टू झेडच्या. त्यामुळं कॅपिटल ए हे स्मॉल एपेक्षा काय असते? ऑलवेज मिनिमम असते. आणि कॅपिटल झेड, स्मॉल झेड हे कॅपिटल झेडपेक्षा काय असते? ऑलवेज मॅक्सिमम असते. सो दिस इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ इनपुट वी यूज्ड हिअर, capital letters and small letters. So this is the example of minimum, okay. So we have seen what is absolute value, okay. Then it returns the absolute value. Then maximum, it returns the maximum between numbers, and minimum it returns the minimum between numbers. Then next part power, okay. So power is another function. It returns the value of x to the power of y, x raised to y, okay. So we have seen one more parameter here, double asterisk, okay. When we write here 2 double asterisk 3, what it gives you? 2 raised to 3. This is the base and this is the index. This is the mathematical operator. So instead of writing operator, we can write here power function, okay. We can use here power x comma y. So what it gives here, x is the base and y is the index. So when we write here power 2 comma 3, it gives you 2 raised to 3, Okay, so these are the two parameters. So when we use the third parameter, हे थर्ड पॅरामीटर काय आपल्याला प्रोग्राममध्ये लागत नाही. इट रिक्वायर्स ओनली टू पॅरामीटर्स, बट यू शुड नो what is the meaning of third parameter. So when we take third parameter, what it returns, look here, if a third parameter is present, it returns x to the power of y modulus z. Okay, so what it returns here is it will find first x raised to y and then it will take modulus of z, means it divides the value of x power y by z and it gives you a reminder. Okay, हा पार्ट अगदी लेस वापरला जातो आहे कॉम्प्लेक्स कॅल्क्युलेशनमध्ये. वी रिक्वायर ओनली दीज टू पॅरामीटर्स, पॉवर x, y. So what it gives here, x raised to y. Okay, so here what are the meanings of different parameters? Power function, it will require 2 or 3 parameters. The first is x, a number that is called as the base. Then y, it is a number that is called as exponent, means raised to value. Z, it is optional, third parameter is optional, a number, the modulus. Okay, so these two parameters are compulsory for power function. So let us see example of this one, how it executes. Okay, look here. So example, returns the value of 4 to the power 3, same as 4 into 4 into 4. If we want to calculate 4 raised to 3, how we can calculate this one? X is equal to power 4 comma 3. Okay, so this is the base and this is the index. Okay, so what it returns here, 4 raised to 3, it returns 64. Okay, so we can calculate raised to. Then when we use here third parameter, look here, x is equal to power 4 comma 3 comma 5. So what it does here, it will calculate first 4 raised to 3. Okay, 4 into 4 into 4, and then whatever value is there, we have 64. Okay, so 64 value is there for 4 raised to 3, and what it does afterwards, it will divide it by 5. This is the third parameter. Look here, this is the third parameter, so it will divide it by 5. Okay, then s 12 5s are 60, and what is the remainder here, 4. So it will return the value 4. लक्षात घ्या, असं एखादं एक्झाम्पल आलं परीक्षेला तुमच्या ऑनलाईन एक्झाममध्ये, what it returns. So what it returns here, 4 raised to 3. First it will calculate 4 raised to 3. Then whatever result is there, this is the result. It will divide it by 5, divide it by the third parameter, and then whatever modulus is there, whatever remainder is there, it will return that remainder. So it will return the value 4. Okay, लक्षात आलं. When we use two parameters, this is the easiest one. काय करताय ते 4 raised to 3 find out करताय. But when we use 3 parameters, काय करताय ते, first it will calculate 4 raised to 3 and then it takes modulus of 5. Okay, so we will see this example how it executes. Look here. Okay, okay, so we will see this one as print power. So first we will take 2 comma 5. काय देणार आउटपुट, एस, एनीबडी? एस काय देणार आउटपुट? पॉवर 2 comma 5, आउटपुट काय येणार? 32. बरोबर आहे. एस काय देते ते? power 2 comma 5 32. Okay, let us see another example. What is another example? When we use 3 parameters. Look here, when we use 3 parameters, so we are giving here print. So we are using same function here, power 2 comma 5 modulus 2. काय देणार आउटपुट सांगा? 2 comma 5 comma 2. S. What it gives?
16.
2 comma 5 comma 2.
0, 0.
0. Okay, because this 2 comma 5 it returns 32. Okay, 2 raised to 5 it returns 32. And what is the meaning of this one? 32 modulus 2. Okay, so this is the even number. When we divide this number by 2, it gives you remainder as 0. So it gives you remainder as 0. Look here, when we execute this one, what would happen? Okay, print. So it gives you 0. Okay, so we are taking another example. Look here, output सांगा मला काय येईल? 5 comma let us take 4 comma let us take 3. S. Print power of 5 comma 4 comma 3. So what would be the result of this one? S. Sanket Birnale. Sanket is there. S. Anybody? कोण सांगणार? किती? 4. S. 4. आणखीन कोण सांगणार? S. किती येते आन्सर? 1. 4 1. S. आणखीन काय ऑप्शन?
4.
4. Okay, so we will see what would be the answer of this one. Look here, 1. Okay, काय होतंय बघा इथे. So when we find out this one, print power 5 comma 4, it gives you 625. So when we divide 625 by 3, what it gives you? Look here, 625 divided by 3. Okay, so 3 2s are 6, we have 2, then we have 5, so 0, 3 8s are 24. Okay, so 1, it will give you remainder as 1. Okay, got it? So this is the example of 5 comma 4 comma 3. लक्षात आलं? 4 ज्यांनी आन्सर सांगितलं ते. S. How it executes? 5 raised to 4 काय आलं? 625. We have to divide it by 3. When we divide 625 by 3, it gives you remainder as 1. That's why it returns 1. Okay, so this is the example how we can write power function. S. समजलं? पॉवर फंक्शन. Okay. Okay, so power. Then next part, methods. Look here, this is the first methods. We will start it from this method. So this is the first method. Okay, so what built-in functions we have seen? Absolute, maximum, minimum and power. Then this method is there in your syllabus, seal, or you can call it as cell. Okay, so whatever pronunciation is there you can call it, but this is the method. Okay, why this is method? Because it required one library function, that is the math. Okay, math library function is there. We have to call it first and then we can execute this method. So look here, what is the use of this one? Math.cell. So this is the library, okay, this is the library module, math. So with this module we can execute number of mathematical function. So this is the one of the functions in math module. What it gives? So look here, Python has a built-in module that you can use for mathematical task. The math module has a set of methods and constant. Math.cell, this method rounds a number to the nearest integer, okay, rounds a number up to the nearest integer, okay, and it returns the result. So what is the meaning of this one? What is the syntax of this one? Look here, this is the syntax. Math.cell x. What is x? X is the parameter. We can write here only one parameter. X required, specified the number to round up. काय व्हॅल्यू येते ॲक्च्युअल त्याची? We will see this one when we use this. Look here. It rounds a number upward to its nearest integer. Okay, look here. This part is very important. Round a number upward to its nearest integer. Okay, it round up the number, but where it rounds up? It rounds up a number to its nearest integer. Okay, so first you have to import math library. Okay, so we can execute this function only when we import this math library. Any library in Python we can invoke with the help of import statement. Okay, here we are going to import math library. This is the library which is having number of mathematical functions. Okay, so this is the first function, CEIL. So when we print this one, look here, print math.cell 1.4, it gives you 2. Okay, upward to its nearest integer. So whatever next integer is there, it will display that one. So 1.4, which is the nearest integer number? 2. Upward nearest integer number, that is the 2. Then print math.cell 5.3 s, which is the upper one? 6. It gives you 6. Print math.cell minus 5.3. The nearest upward minus 5, because the nearest lower is minus 4. Minus 5 is greater than minus 5.3. That's why it gives you minus 5. When we use this one, 22.6, which is the upward nearest integer, is 23. When we use 10.0, which is the upward nearest integer, that is the 10. So when we use this type of functions, it gives you the answers like this. Okay, look here. This is somewhat complex. First one, this cell is the method, and as I said earlier, the built-in function, they don't require any module, any Python module, any Python library. Okay, but when we used methods, it requires some libraries. Okay, so these are the math methods. So we required here maths library, and which is the maths library we are using here? This one. How to import that one? By using this statement, import math. Okay, and how we can execute this one? Look here. First we should write here the module name, and then we should write here method. So this is the method cell. What it gives? What would be the output of this one? It gives you the upward to the nearest integer. Okay, it rounds up the number upward to the nearest integer. So when we use 1.54, it gives you 2, 5.3, 6, minus 5.3, minus 5, 22.6, 23, and 10, 10. Okay, so look here, because here 10.0 is there, that's why it gives you the number itself. So let us see how it executes. Look here. So first, how we can import math. Look here, import math. Okay, so this library file will be loaded to primary memory from the secondary storage device, and then we can invoke that one, print. Okay, so we will take this one, print math dot cell and value 1.4. So we will give here same value. So what it returns here, 2, that is the uppermost. Then we will change this value, we will take here suppose 5.0. So when we write here 0.0, it gives the number itself, because this is the upward roundup. Then when we write here minus 3.5, S, what would be the answer of this one? S minus 3, correct, minus 3. Okay, got it? What is the use of cell function? Only the important part is how we can execute this one by using the libraries. Okay, and how we can invoke the library by using import statement, import math, and then we can execute different mathematical methods. Okay, so this is the part. Yes, समजलं सगळ्यांना? All of you got it? Yes. Okay, so this is okay, so this is the cell. Next we will see next method. This is the floor method. Okay, floor, FLOOR. Here also we are using bracket. Okay, why bracket is necessary? Because we are going to enter some parameters for that method. So what it returns here, the math floor method rounds a number down to the nearest integer. Okay, so it is the totally reverse of cell. Math floor method rounds a number down to the nearest integer. Okay, look here. What is the syntax? Again we can provide here only one parameter, math dot floor x, and what should be the value of x? S, it may be any type of number, positive or negative or float. Okay, so let us see example of this one, how it executes. So it rounds a number down to the nearest integer. Look here, this is the first example, print. Again we are importing the math library, print math dot floor 0.6. What is the nearest value? S, down to the nearest integer 0, 1.4 1, 5.3 5, minus 5.3 6, minus 6, 22.6 22, 10.0 10. Okay, so cell and floor, these are two opposite methods. Okay, so we will see example of this one. We will execute this. Okay, so we are using the same statements. Look here. We are taking this one. Okay, so print math dot floor 1.4. Same example we are taking here. So here cell returns 2, and when we execute floor it returns 1. Okay, so 1.4 चा upper काय आहे 2 आणि 1.4 चा lower काय आहे 1. So it returns like this. लक्षात आलं? Cell and floor. Yes, all of you. काय डाऊट असेल तर विचारा. Okay, so cell and floor. Then next method, this is the easier one, square root, math.sqrt. Again this is the method, that's why we have to use here math library. math dot square root, it gives you square root of a number. Okay, what is the syntax here? Math dot square root and then parameter. And what is the parameter here? Look here, description. It required, must, it is a must. A number to find the square root of. If the number is less than 0, it returns a value error. This is the important part. It will ask for objective question. If we enter negative number to SQRT method, what it returns? It returns a value error because we can't perform square root operation on negative number. If the value is not a number, it returns a type error. Okay, it is very important part. हे एक्झामला येणार की जर SQRT मेथडला आपण निगेटिव्ह नंबर दिला तर व्हॉट इट रिटर्न्स अ व्हॅल्यू एरर. ओके, आणि जर त्याला आपण नंबर नाही दिला, बिकॉज नंबर वी शुड राईट हिअर नंबर, दिस इज द सिंटॅक्स. इफ वी एंटर रॉंग व्हॅल्यू, इफ वी एंटर wrong input, what it gives here? Type error. Okay, so let us see how it gives the error and what is the example of this one. So look here, this is the example. First we have to import library, import math. Okay, math.sqrt9, it returns 3. math.sqrt25, it returns 5. math.sqrt16, it returns 4. Okay, so 3, 5 and 4. So let us see another example. Look here. Okay, print math.sqrt. So when we write here 25, what it gives here? 5. Okay, look here, this is the output. So when we enter here negative number minus 25, it gives you error. Look here, math.sqrt minus 25 domain error, because we can't provide negative number as an input, as the parameter. Okay, and if we enter here string, so what it gives here? Must be real number, not a string. Okay, so you should enter a real number here. Look here, this is the error. Okay, so you should enter here a real number, you should enter here number, and we have provided here string, so it gives you error. Okay, so this is the SQRT function. Okay, SQRT method. Okay, so what is the important part here? This is the important part. If the number is less than 0 and if the value is not a number. Okay, so these are the methods in your syllabus. So all these functions what we have seen, all these methods what we have seen, let us revise this one only one time. The first function ABS, that is the absolute value, it gives you absolute value. Okay, so first thing, what is different between function and method? Function, it does not require any library module. Method, it requires library module. Absolute, it returns absolute value, means it gives you it gives you minus 7.25, it gives you the value of this one. Okay, so if we are using minus, it gives you plus. If you enter here complex number, it returns the value. This is the first one. Next, max, it returns maximum between parameters. This is the example of max. When we enter numerical, it gives you maximum. When we enter strings, it gives you the largest string. Min, it finds out the minimum. These are the examples of minimum. Power, we can use here power to find out exponent part. So 3 parameters are there, 2 are compulsory and 1 is optional. Okay, this is the base, index, and we can find out modulus with the help of Z. So these are the examples. This part is important. Okay, next. These are the methods. When we execute methods, it requires library modules. So we used here math module, math.cell. What it returns? Upper value. Okay, upward to its nearest integer. Reverse of this one, when we use floor method, it gives you down to the nearest integer. We have to use like this, math.floor, and we have to import this maths library. Then math.sqrt method, it gives you square root of that particular number. It should be the number. Okay, so this is the example of how we can use sqrt method. So we have seen all the functions and all the methods, those are present in your syllabus. So another functions are there, another modules are there. So we will see in the next term all the remaining modules. So those are required to execute some programs. Okay, हा part एवढा लक्षात आला? Yes, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. तर हे करून बघा तुम्ही. आणखीन काय डाऊट्स असतील तर विचारा. ओके, सो ह्याच्या नोट्स मी सेंड करते, ह्याचा व्हिडिओ मी सेंड करते मूडलवर. जे अबसेंट आहेत त्यांनी तो व्हिडिओ एकदा बघा, कारण दिस इज द इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट फॉर द एक्झाम. ओके, सो थँक यू ऑल ऑफ यू अँड हॅव अ गुड डे. So here I am closing the meeting.